Rolling Stone has released what I would consider to be a pretty darn damning piece about mogul entrepreneurs Sean P. Diddy Combs. I'm not going to say Rolling Stone made a teardown piece about Diddy, but pretty much what they did was highlight a lot of Diddy's greatness throughout his career, but they gave you a little bit of backstory every step of the way. The piece, according to Rolling Stone, had used 50 people as sources at least. Diddy was asked to be a part of it, obviously because of legal reasons. He respectfully declined. But if you have 5 or 10 minutes in your day, go through and read this piece that Rolling Stone made about Diddy. Anything that's been alleged of Diddy in the last calendar year, it's there. The Steve Stout stories, they're there. You know, the stories with Kim Porter, it's all there. Cassie, obviously, all there. Like, just for an example, right? Rolling Stone used everything. Like, they got a quote from Usher, right? And I think it was from an interview like 15, 20 years ago, when Usher, all he was trying to do was describe like how crazy it was being a young childhood star. Diddy had kind of took him in, brought him into his home to help him become the superstar that he ended up becoming. But Usher was just kind of like, you know, frivolously saying, yeah, Diddy used to have women in every other room. But obviously, knowing the things that have come out today, that reads poorly, right? But I don't think Usher meant it in a way to make Diddy look like trash. I think 15, 20 years ago, it just made Diddy seem like Diddy, right? But I thought the two things that stood out to me the most outside of everything related to Kim Porter and Cassie and any other woman was the Tupac and Biggie insertion into this kind of like legacy piece about what went wrong with Diddy. A 90s photographer, Monique Bond, who was close with Biggie and other bad boy artists, said one of the things Diddy could never get over was the fact that Tupac Shakur just didn't like Diddy. He thought he was a, quote, corny executive. We obviously know what took place from that, all of the back and forth between the East Coast and the West Coast. A lot of it, according to this photographer, just stemmed from the fact of Tupac not liking the core of Diddy. And speaking of Diddy, Biggie, there is a report that alleges Biggie was preparing to leave Bad Boys shortly before his death, and it didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Biggie's attorneys who were trying to wrest back the rapper's publishing rights. And according to this story, Diddy said, "I will never give it up until I'm dead and my bones are crushed into powder." The photographer said Biggie was absolutely about to leave Puff. I know for a fact, he told me that. Everybody wants to leave Puff. Everybody leaves him, is what that 90s photographer Monique Bond had to say about Diddy. Again, she's one of 50 people sourced in the story, according to Rolling Stone. You should read it, man. If you get some time, if you read it on your phone, it's free. If I were you, I would read it. If you care about everything going on with Diddy, just a well-written damning piece to Diddy that I'm sure he woke up today and was like, bruh, I did not need this to be released to the public. If there are any questions you've had about some of those folk tales, Rolling Stone's got a lot of it cited in this story. I mean, the Shine piece is there. Like I said, Steve Stout is there. It's all there, man. Time, love, and support. If you've had a chance to check out Rolling Stone's piece about Diddy, let me know your thoughts. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you gotta do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code FERRO, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code FERRO, and your first deposit will get doubled. Do you want to see your favorite athlete live in action next time they're in your town? Or do you want to see your favorite artist performing in concert next time they're in a city near you? Head over to the SeatGeek website or app and use my code HoopsFerro for $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you subscribe to the It's Mr. Taliaferro YouTube channel, and hey, donate a super chat. Follow me on Facebook at It's Mr. Taliaferro, cop a supporter badge. The Underdog Fantasy promo code is Ferro. The SeatGeek promo code is HoopsFerro. And follow me on Twitter at It's Mr. Ferro.